Today is the 25th of August 2025, and you hear one of the main hospitals in Gaza has been bombed, and you're trying to make sense of this, right? There's a lot of information coming in. How do I process this? What does it mean? Well, there are patterns. One of the patterns is it is generally speaking, that means like a majority of the individuals involved would apply to this. So, generally speaking, it is totally appropriate to not give 100% of your trust to religious leaders, to politicians, and essentially to people that are twice as rich and more than twice, so, millionaires, billionaires, than the general population that they supposedly serve. So if they're public servants and they have more than twice the average income, oh man, you can go three times if you want, okay? You might think it's inappropriate, like it's a poor place and these public servants are trying to rape the ground or use up all the water to make it that the population will have a bit more. And in a way, sometimes the people that are the general population of money is they usually would have enough to be happy as well, because the money that they spend or use is not done wisely. It's done, for the benefit of their elites who own businesses that sell things that aren't needed, that are wanted. It's also, related to addictions. Like sometimes I think, man, I can not even save up money to fix my motorcycle, which would bring me joy to ride therapeutically, and or even more likely for me to be motivated to get a job that's a longer drive to get to. They said I should maybe just go for a plane ticket one time, but I'm stuck in this subsidized housing that drains my budget, and it would still drain it. But should I buy a plane ticket? Should I ask for a loan to get a plane ticket to go volunteer my services in, let's say, an African country? The thing is when I get there, people are more interested, and religious leaders have a lot to do with this. They're more interested in money they can get from me than the services that this money would buy that I can deliver for free. So do you understand that I can give counseling training for free? I can work in education in so many ways. I can just promote critical thinking. I can promote community values and behaviors and the skill sets required for that. But for some reason, the monetary paradigm and the religious paradigms, they make it that when there's somebody there, which is a non-supernatural Jesus, if you want, somebody that's willing to offer them everything that they need, not want, need at, at their sacrifice, is they won't take it. They'll want money. So if Jesus ever comes back, he has to be a billionaire that gives away money. That's the only thing that the sick people, primates, including religious people, that's really their focus as well, money. They won't grasp that that's a precious person that's here to help us with this training for free, training of things we need, and they can't see it. So again, with everything going on in the world, that's generally speaking is don't trust religious folks, even if they're not leaders, but they promote it actively. Don't give them 100% of your trust. I mean, you might trust them to, if they're your neighbors, to give you a ride 3 blocks away, but there are limits to how much you can trust somebody whose brain is that compromised. Same thing with money; it compromises people's brains. Same things with the power of politics. Suddenly people might think they have the big picture, and then they get into politics. Like Prime Minister Carney is starting to sound a little bit like Obama, but without the wisdom and creativity that the speeches of Obama used to have. And the thing is he might have been a better person, and then he gets trained by his cabinet and liberal senior people that have been in politics a long time, and they make him less efficient. Now you would think he has a family, I think that he's got a son with a disability, that he would care about the right things. But no, no, everything is compromised up here when you have power over others at those levels, and you're not transparent how you do things, and religious and political and economic capitalism pulls at you in every direction. You end up being useless, and that's pretty much what you have to figure out is, if you can't put much of your trust in others, is start putting it in yourself. Start learning the skill sets. If you don't find somebody like me that would often offer it for free, the training for it, is learn it, through YouTube or just talking to people who are already doing it successfully and are excited about it. Let's say, farming or sewing or cycling or whatever it is that would make you less dependent of a system that has failed you. That's the hope. The hope is, stop expecting the medical system to get better. It's not. You have to make better choices for your health, and that includes both physical and mental health. And stop escaping from the growing up process with drugs, and stop fighting against the maturation process that would make you the manager of your own life by blaming others. I'm here, and I'm sometimes asking myself, why am I still in Prince Rupert after a year? And really is, I am capable of taking the risks to go somewhere else, but I know what's somewhere else. So I'm still thinking, recharge your batteries more, and maybe do things online, maybe write a book, and do things while you're here. But again, my expectations are low. I'm in Prince Rupert. I mean, I can't enjoy badminton here. I can't enjoy even a general friendship where somebody is able to communicate with me in this friendship like I am able to communicate with them, with my communication skills, but also my transparency and also my ability to manage my life when I interact with that person. And of course, these are the people with jobs. They get promoted in communities like this because they fit the norm. So they're less intimidating to the norm. And I know that as the elusive Homo sapien, I will always be increasingly so. I've noticed it grow over the years in correlation with my personal development. I will intimidate the norm.